friends, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar. Welcome to my channel, and I'm so glad that you're here today. I have this timeless pick a card reading for you. Who's noticing you? What are they noticing? Why are they noticing? That's what we're going to be looking at. So we have 4 different groups to choose from. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The timestamps will be down below. I do encourage you, of course, to look at these through the eyes of your intuition. Pick accordingly, okay? If you're finding it's not resonating, maybe go back to the beginning and see if maybe you're led elsewhere. Your intuition is very vital in pick a card reading, so definitely make sure you're tuning in and not maybe picking because you think it looks cool. You know what I mean? Kind of go with what your gut's telling you. So yeah, that's what I would say there. So let's go ahead and get started on the reading. I'm going to make some personal announcements, but I know some of you are not interested in hearing those, so that's okay. You know, you can just pause now and go to your pile. But for those of you that want to stick around for the personal stuff, I have a few things to say. Number 1, those of you that got Venus retrograde reports, awesome. You guys are awesome. I've loved reading for you guys. This has been so much fun. I love doing more astrology. In my life. I've been studying for 16 years, and you know, a lot of you that got the reports know how much it's meant to me to be able to kind of offer more astrology services. I've done things behind the scenes, but I haven't been able to really offer reports on Etsy before, so that's been really fun. I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to be offering more services in the future. I had a lot of interest in yearly reports. I'm just kind of coming up with a fair pricing and a listing right now. I'll try to offer 2 different price points, like 30 minutes versus an hour. So that maybe it'll be more affordable for some, but it would still give good information, you know what I mean, about like maybe the transits you'll be experiencing next year. Main ones to look out for, that sort of thing. So that'll be up in my Etsy shop soon enough too. I was also thinking about doing a more career-based report for those of you that are lacking direction or wondering what you'd be good at, what kind of careers would suit you, that kind of thing. I'm going to be offering that kind of report as well. I even have the art done for that one. I mean the listing art. I've had it done actually for a few months. I just haven't got it listed. But yeah, I'm going to be having more astrology stuff, and I just want to thank you guys for it's wonderful. You know, I have Uranus in the 5th, and for me that's shown up in my life as well. I love technology hobbies, so I'm a video gamer. I also kind of switch between hobbies too. I've been one of those people that would kind of go through hobbies like that and, you know, switch them up. But astrology has been the one thing that's really stuck with me. It does trine my moon though, Uranus. So there's a sense of fulfillment there, I think, as well. Uranus is sometimes an astrology placement, they say, and I do have that. I do have that trining my moon, and so I do love doing it, and it's stuck with me, and I'm finally kind of getting over some of my blockages, I think, hopefully. I'll also be kind of incorporating more astrology videos as well on YouTube. I have some series ideas that I'm going to be putting out. I probably do it on a separate channel. With Arcane and Stellar, but like maybe more specifically an astrology channel, where I would do more of that. I don't know, I just want to learn. I want to teach a lot of things. I love teaching. I have a 9th house stellium and I've been a teacher in the past, and I love teaching things and sharing my excitement. I really do, and I want to be able to do that more. It's just time constraints sometimes with kids and family and work and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot on my plate sometimes, so I don't always get everything I want done. But I'm going to be working on that. The other thing I wanted to say is that my prices will be raising a bit in January. I haven't given myself a raise in 2 years. I'm due for one. I won't make it outrageous. I still want to keep my prices affordable. You're never going to see a $200 tarot reading from me or a $100 tarot reading from me, unless, I mean, of course, it was like longer or something like that and justifiable. But I do try to keep my price points, you know, affordable. But yeah, I do. I think I know I deserve a raise of some kind. You know, I've been doing this for 2 years and I haven't changed my prices at all. So, you know, in a normal atmosphere, and you can hear me psychologically telling myself that it's okay, assuring myself that I'm worth it. But yeah, I've been trying to tell myself it's normal for people to get raises in 2 years, that the economy's changed and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so that will be coming in the beginning of the year, but. You know, like I said, I won't be doubling my prices or nothing. Don't worry. But yeah, they will go up a bit. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, I'll go ahead and get started on the reading. If you're still listening, oh, there are still more Venus retrograde reports too if you haven't had one yet, or been able to get one yet. Like I said, in that report, we're looking at the natal Venus and what that means for a person, but also, you know, how the Venus retrograde could affect them. It is a transit of Capricorn from November to March. So, I mean, Venus is in Capricorn for a long period of time, and for those of you that have placements that are getting aspects, you know, Scorpio placements, like a lot of you, especially born in the 90s, are going to get that sextile to your Pluto, or, you know, if you have Capricorn or Cancer placements, or you'll get like, you know, conjunction or opposition. A lot of you that have Capricorn, Neptune, especially in the later degrees, I'd say 90s people, 90s born, are going to get that conjunction. And so, you know, there can be things that kind of come up 3 times, right? It can swoop. You know, in November you'll get the first hit as it's slowing down, then you'll get one during the retrograde, and then you'll get one after the retrograde. So it's rare that Venus makes so many aspects, right? Because Venus is one of the, it doesn't go even retrograde as often as Mars, actually. And so it doesn't happen too often. And I think a lot of good things can come out of it with the trines. Of course, there can be certain things that come up, but yeah, it's fun to look at and think about, and how can we kind of deal with it, you know. And also, like, I think it's fun because I get to look at the natal Venus placements, and I'm having so much fun looking at people's charts, because a lot of regular clients came to me, and it's fun to see the synastry. Oh my god, that's fun. I have a lot of Cancers and Capricorns, actually, which is funny. And then a lot of air. I don't know. I see trends. I see trends, but it's really fun to see, like, I have moon sextile moon, or like really fun. Yeah, it's cool to see the charts. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'm wishing you all the very, very best. I'll get started now and stop rambling. Thank you for being here, and we'll get started. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 1 here with this pendulum, this is going to be your reading. So who's noticing you right now? Why are they noticing you? What are they noticing? So this is an interesting one. We're going to start with this Tebya Oracle. Sorry, switching between the languages. This is an intuitive Russian oracle, so it doesn't have any words, it doesn't have any meanings. It's all just intuitively looked at. Obviously, we have a family. So I have a good feeling that the person that's noticing you right now is within your family, okay? For a lot of you, there's probably going to be a parent or something like that, obviously, with this type of energy shown up here. The other thing I could say, if it's not a parent, there's definitely the sense of somebody who feels like family, or has a sort of close bond towards you, or feels... It could be somebody with very innocent-like intentions as well, I think, for some of you. But I have a good feeling for like 98% of you, it's a family member. We have the 4 of Cups here as a representation of who as well. So it's Hook. No. This could indicate that maybe this person's missing you. Maybe they're a bit bored, because it kind of plays into the why are they noticing you, and then what they notice about you. I feel like this person, whoever's kind of, you know, noticing you right now, maybe you guys aren't really seeing each other a whole lot. Maybe they're missing you. It's interesting because they asked, what do they notice about you? And we have enjoyment. And maybe you're doing something that they want to do. Maybe you're going to a concert they want to go to, or maybe you're going places that they want to go to. I don't feel negative intentions. They might feel a little bit needy and like you're not noticing them. For some of you, if you haven't called your mom back, she might be like, oh, upset or something like that, or a parent as well. Yeah, I feel like this is a family member who's just like missing being around you. There's some sort of like, I do feel like that there is maybe this sort of lack of notice or something like that. So it's not in a bad way, like you had a fight or something like that. I don't think so. It's like kind of like they want to talk to you. They want to spend time with you. They want you to come over or something like that. It feels very innocent, like nothing toxic or weird or bad, or you know, they miss you because you cut them off, or none of that. I feel like it's very like they just want to see you, be around you, they miss you, that sort of deal. It's very simple and straightforward. I really think that some of you need to call your relative whoever you think might be missing your presence at this moment, and see what your intuition says when I say that. Did a certain person pop in your head? Well, then it's probably them. Your intuition's probably pointing that person out to you. Okay, so anything else about the person who's noticing group number 1? Lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done, you can help others. That's very interesting. So this person could have a leadership quality. Even Captain Hook is kind of a leader, right, on the ship. So yeah, this person could be kind of a leader in the family. Again, I think that's kind of showing a parental or matriarchal type of vibe. They might want you, well, they could need your help with something, actually. They might want you to help them figure something out. For some of you, that might be something. They might feel like you're good at kind of getting things done. Maybe they're looking to you for some sort of answer or help. Maybe they're expecting you to come over and help them clean or help them, I don't know, organize something or do something. They might need your direction in some way. Again, they could see you as a very, like, sort of helpful person to them. But yeah, I think this is more talking about this person wanting, or showing this person as a leader of some kind in the family. That's what my vibe mainly is. Anything else for group number 1 in regards to this person? What are they noticing? Mortality. Some of you, this person might be elderly. There's a possibility that, oh, this is interesting. We have mortality, and I wonder what will happen next. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live, and ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. If you do have, and this is specific, so don't get scared or anything like that if it's not for you, but if you do have like an elderly person in your family and you haven't really talked to them lately, it might be time to tune in with them. It might be time to kind of pay attention to them, help them. They might really just need your company at this time, okay? So that's just a message for those of you, if you know it's for, you'll know it's for you or not, okay? It could be that they are facing maybe the end span of their life or something, and they just need you around. Oh. Okay, so that's what I would say. And this is like about wanting to enjoy, I think, too, with you. They might just, I really feel like this person is noticing you because they want to spend more time with you. They want you to notice them, to spend time with them. Let's see what else can come through here. Strength. Personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. This is interesting too because it's very supportive energy, I think, with this person. They do feel like they're a big part of your life. Again, that lion makes me think of someone who does lead the family in some way or somehow is looked to as a leader as well. This could indicate Leo-like qualities, but it doesn't have to be. I think it just more talks about also a bond as well. I always see the Strength card as kind of very soulmate-y, very compassionate, very through thick and thin kind of energy as well. Of course, there could be forgiveness that's needed here. I mean, for some of you, that sort of thing. But I think it's quite nice. This is like a kind of an emotional one here. And it feels kind of specific. Let's see. I dropped some cards here. Hold on. We have the Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Again, there might be some sort of encouragement. There might be some sort of encouragement this person wants as well. We also have, what is this? The Four of Swords. Insights come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion, get more sleep. Interesting. Maybe this person realizes that you do too much at this time too. Maybe they want you to rest. That could be something too. If you're doing a lot of different things, it might be a time to rest. Some of you, of course, if this is a past loved one and you know that, this could be because of the mortality card came out too. So it could be a past loved one noticing you. Maybe they want you to reach them through meditation. That could be also the case there for some of you. Anyway, that's the message for you guys. I know this was like a very specific one, and my nose is kind of stuffy now because I kind of teared up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this or it helped you in some way. I would definitely say that you have a family member that's really noticing you. And yeah, very nice energy. So very loving energy too. I don't think this is anything bad. It's just good stuff. So if you do have an elderly, like I said, relative for some of you, this might be that they want your attention, that they want to spend time, they want to enjoy their time left with you, as an example. So maybe you can make that time for them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Sending you all lots of love. Thank you for being here today, and I hope it helped. Okay, so see you next time. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 2 here with this beautiful little mermaid bracelet that Darlene made me, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and see who's missing you. Or not who's missing you, who's noticing you. Wow, misspeak. Maybe they're missing you. Maybe that was on purpose that I said that. We have this intuitive oracle. This is a Russian oracle called Tebya, and you can find it on eBay, but it's all intuitive, just looking at the imagery. So we have 2 grandparents here, so there is a good chance that who's noticing you right now is actually a grandparent, okay? Or somebody that was active in your life. So wow, okay. We also have the 4 of Wands, so this is definitely giving me strong family vibes, similarly to group number 1. Okay, so group number 1 also had strong family vibes. Okay, what are they noticing about you? Your actions, the Queen of Wands. If you're doing something, if you're working towards something, there's an approval, there's a noticing of that. They might be noticing your work ethic. They might be noticing how you're tackling something in admiration. Okay, we also have loneliness as well here. What do they notice about you? Loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. So that's very fascinating. I think we need some more cards here to kind of flesh this out a little bit, but I do think that there could be an older relative that's noticing you right now. I definitely feel like this is probably someone in your family. Okay, you could spend a lot of time at this person's home, or have in the past, but with the 4 of Wands, sometimes that can indicate it. There could have been a celebration with them recently, of course, too, because the 4 of Wands can indicate celebration. So that could be a clue for some of you. Maybe you were seeing some kind of relative, maybe at like, you know, a holiday, as an example. Maybe you'll see them soon and they're anticipating that. To your arrival, or to see you, as an example. Maybe they're wanting to see you with loneliness. Maybe they're wishing to see you, okay? But that Queen of Wands tells me that they're noticing your fire, they're noticing your creativity. If you've been doing anything creative, or, you know, business, or like sort of just going for something, there's definitely a noticing of those actions. And I think it's quite favorable, to be honest. Maybe they feel like you work too much and they don't see you enough. Let's see. Or do you do too much? Let's see here. Group number 2. Who's noticing them? What are they noticing? Like, tell me more. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Wow. This could be the type of thing where someone's like, wow, how did they grow up so fast? How did things go so fast? That sort of feeling. Yeah, maybe that's the noticing too. It's like, wow, they're all grown up. They're all, you know, that hits us. You know, even as a parent, I have like a 16-year-old, and I'm like, sometimes I just look at her and I'm like, what in the hell happened? Like, when did that happen? How did you get 16? Like, really? It just really smacks you like that sometimes. And that could be the thing. Maybe if you know, spoke recently to this relative, it's like they're noticing you because they're like, dang, so-and-so grew up how'd that happen? She just changed overnight, he or she, you know, that sort of thing. Anything else here for group number 2? What did they notice as an example? What did they notice? What did they notice? There we go. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. Oh, well, I mean, this person could hope that you live up to some sort of promises. I mean, specifically for some of you, maybe they're hoping you'll come through for them on something as well. And not give them empty words as an example, like say, I'll come do that for you, and then you don't. I mean, for some of you, that might be a hard-hitting message that, you know, is true. Now, for others of you, again, there could be, let's see. I mean, if you have dealt with something recently and you opened up to them, they might be noticing that about you. Maybe somebody in your own life sort of hasn't been there for you, as an example. They could also think that you're very goal-oriented and not living in the moment. Maybe you're always thinking about the future, trying to plan for the future, go for the future, that sort of thing as well. Maybe they notice that you're over-tiring yourself, as an example. So it can kind of come out differently. I think obviously intuitively you guys will know which one's for you if this is your pile. Of course, like I said at the beginning, it's important that you're kind of choosing the groups that are going to resonate with you, you know, and that's through your own intuition. I'm just reading cards. Okay, so group number 2's person. Who's noticing them? Who's noticing them? Oh, the 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. This person could be worried about you overworking yourself. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely possible there. That this person really does think you're doing a lot. Maybe they worry about you're not eating enough. You're not doing this enough. It does have very, like, strong grandparent vibes. I want to see you more often. That sort of thing. Oops. We have Judgment. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. This is interesting because I think that for some of you too, that one card about the promises that never come to be, this person could be reevaluating some of that a little bit. This could be about them looking at the past a little bit differently. There could be regrets on how the relationship was at certain points, or, you know what I mean, like sort of a different, it does feel like definitely a different type of view. Okay. I see that Pluto symbolism there too in the card. So maybe you guys have, like, maybe this person has like a strong Pluto aspect, or maybe there's some Plutonic synastry between the two of you as well. That might be a clue. But yeah, it does feel like, or maybe you have strong Pluto in your chart, like a strong, you know, Pluto placement, like Pluto, you know, aspecting a luminary or an inner planet or on an angle, that sort of thing. But it does feel like this person's kind of seeing things in a different light as well when it comes to you. Again, that you've changed in the night. I feel like in some way it's almost like they're kind of seeing things differently than they did before. We have generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, be practical about how you proceed. This person could have strong earth placements, by the way, because this is the Queen of Coins. Again, this sort of does indicate like a matriarchal type of figure in your life. So this could be for some of you a grandmother or a woman in the family. There's a lot of support here, I think, too. This person might be worried about your health, about how you're doing, that sort of thing. There could be changes in you that they're noticing, okay? And there could just be a worry there for how you're changing. We have the Devil. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and make choices that support your path to happiness. Addictions or unhealthy habits. Ego. It's a Devil card. They might want to help you break out of certain cycles as well. If they've seen you, and again, for some of you, you might have busted out of these cycles. They've noticed that you've kind of left something difficult, or you're battling something difficult. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. This is a general reading, so obviously. But yeah, it seems like there's a definite supportive family member here that wants to see you succeed, that wants you to do well, that wants you to see the light, or thinks you've found the light in yourself as well. Like I said, it can kind of go either way. With the loneliness, what is the loneliness card about? Like a little bit more about that here before we move on. Loneliness. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that's led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happy and successfully self-employed, enjoying your solitude. Maybe this person feels like you're working a lot and you're not spending enough time with them, or you're not talking to them as much. Some of you might be due to call somebody in your family, or just call them more often. They might just want to hear from you more often, is what I'm thinking, to be honest. This person, I think, thinks you're very focused, and they like that. They like that, but I think that they still would like more contact with you, or to see you more often, okay? So that's what I would have to say here. Even if it's like you're not close to them and you can't like go see them, you could at least call them, you know. I think it would mean a lot, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a parent or grandparent, auntie, whatever. I would say probably someone on the more elderly side, okay? So whoever that may be for you. Or it could be maybe it's just somebody you visit or something with, even if you don't have any living grandparents or something like that too. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing here for group number 2. Very interesting reading. Very, I think this was interesting because it's, you know, I think a lot of people will come to this assuming there'll be like a love answer, and it is a love answer, but in a different sense. It's somebody who cares about you on a different level than, you know, a crush or something like that. So very nice. I thought it's a nice change, I think. I like getting different messages like this. So go call that person. Spend some time. Lots of love to you guys, and thank you for being here. If you liked the reading, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, like if you want, and I hope to see you again in the future. Take care. Hello my friends, if you've chosen group number 3 here with this keychain with gemstones, this is your reading. So let's find out who's noticing you right now. What are they noticing about you? Why are they noticing you? That kind of thing here. Now this is an interesting one. Okay, so the first 2 kind of focused on family. This one's a different vibe. We've got, okay, so I'm using the Tebya Oracle. You can find it on eBay. It's an intuitive Russian oracle, so it has no guidebook or meanings or anything like that. It's totally intuitive. So we have this card, and you can see a little girl on the bed here, and there's a shadow at the doorway. This, to me, intuitively, is telling me you probably are not face-to-face with this person recently. And, of course, this also could imply that some of you might have the feeling this person's watching you, or so this could be confirmation that someone's noticing you for some of you, that sort of thing. Because see how she's not fully looking back, but she knows somebody's there, sort of, looking in on her. There's also, I think there could be some sort of misunderstanding as well because of that shadowy figure, like not seeing somebody clearly as an example as well. So that's interesting. I wonder if some of you might be noticed by somebody you're not aware of, actually, like somebody you don't know very well, for some of you, okay? But on the other hand, this is interesting. The 2 cards that came out for like why are they noticing you and what do they notice about you are the Tower. So it's a double card, like we got double Tower cards. So that's really interesting because it does imply that some sort of Tower moment happened here. So for some of you, this could have been a breakup, a fight, an argument, something coming out that was unexpected. There's a tragedy, perhaps, again, for some of you. You know, maybe for some of you, this is a past loved one that, you know, died in tragic or sudden circumstances. I won't lie, you know, that could be possible for some of you. So if that resonates with you, that could be that person. But there's some kind of Tower moment showing up here. We have Sanctuary, and this is what they notice about you. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. And that's again, interesting, because there's some sort of isolation, possibly, or some sort of separation here. It could be that somebody's wanting to understand your inner sanctuary. Maybe they don't quite understand it. I'm going to read some more about this because this is an interesting group. A little bit. I felt like the first two were very straightforward. This one's like, there's obviously some kind of important moment here, some sort of maybe tragedy or difficulty. But let's see what comes through here for group number 3. Who's, too many cards. Who's noticing them around this time? Who's noticing them? Okay, sorry. Got one. It just fell down. There we go. Oh, keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. So again, this is probably somebody you had an argument with, and you probably pulled away from this person for a good majority of you, okay? There's been a fight. Now, you know, if you've recently had a fight with somebody, it could be someone noticing this from beyond and having that message to keep your temper. That's going to be so specific for a few of you only. Okay. Hold on. Who's noticing them? Why are they noticing, group? This could be somebody who had a temper quite themselves, though. There could be regret on temper tantrum or temper outburst. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. Interesting. So for some of you, there could have been promises that weren't kept, or words that were empty and not stable. The tower isn't stable. It falls apart. So it's like it's not built on stable foundation. It just isn't. It's haphazard. It's not right. So it crashes, right? And anything that I feel like there's probably something there. Someone didn't keep a promise, as an example, or somebody was full of empty words, hot air, that sort of thing. I have to say, I think that's kind of where we're going with this one. So probably you had an argument or a falling out or a sudden separation with this person, okay? Again, this could be somebody who's let you down, or you've let them down, vice versa. They might not have lived up to their promises. There could be anger here as well, on your side, their side, I don't know. I think it's going to probably depend. Oh, let's see. Let me see. I got one that fell down. Interesting. So we have the 5 of Swords, an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity, who have questionable motives. Interesting. So we have like a gambler in this image. This could be, okay, now this is going to be specific for you. This could be a message from beyond about a certain situation you're in right now. They might be noticing that you are doing something that's unwise, okay? And they want you to kind of keep to yourself. Maybe they want you to keep it to yourself from somebody in particular who lacks integrity, and you know it, that has questionable motives. This could be like, I'm watching this situation type of message. Now, others of you, that doesn't resonate. Again, this could be somebody that kind of screwed you over. Just going to be honest. And they might be noticing you. And again, they might be noticing you because you've pulled away. Because maybe they finally did it. They put the nail in the coffin type of thing. Okay, so, yeah. 8 of Pentacles. They might find that you're actually getting your life back together. And that might worry them. Okay? This might be somebody, yeah, you had a falling out with or something. They might see what you're doing at work, or know what you're working on in some way. They might see you sort of healing, and it's like causes them to kind of want to come back in a little bit here. Conflicts with others caused by opposing situations. Walk away from the drama unless the situation's really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. And that's interesting. And this can also talk about ambition as well. So that you might be very ambitious right now, and they're like kind of wondering what you're up to. But on the other hand here, I could definitely see you kind of pulling away from this person and finding some sort of peace. So if you haven't been the same, like even if you haven't fully like physically stopped talking to this person, I think there could be somebody who's noticing that you've changed. And they probably blew it with you, I'm pretty sure, on this one. This is what I feel, unless you have those specific messages I mentioned. Like, I feel like it's probably more along the lines of the other stuff I said. Yeah, where you had like some sort of falling out or something, or things aren't the same. There could have been words that were said that were just not forgivable, that sort of thing. And they may notice that you're not acting the same as you used to, that sort of thing. And you could or could not be in contact again. It's interesting because that original card here shows a shadow. And so again, it could be a lot of shadow sides came out. You know what I mean? A lot of negative energy, as an example, in this connection. And that's, there could have been innocence that was sort of, you know, hurt. And again, you guys might be kind of trying to nurture your dreams in some way. The other thing again is that maybe you are a child or an innocent person who's gonna get screwed over, and they're like watching out from beyond. I'm telling you, some of you, that's it. And they're like, I don't like this. So if you're messing around with something that you know isn't good, then that might be for you. But like I said, generally I think this is probably, for a lot of you, somebody that's noticing you is noticing that you're different, that things have changed. Maybe they're not talking to you, they're wondering what you're up to. They might see you kind of going after something, they want to say something. But I think this person's probably let you down pretty good. So whether it was a friend or anything, I don't really get specifics on that. Like the first groups, I was kind of getting specifics. I don't get specifics on this person. So, you know, it could be any gender, any kind of relationship. I don't have a strong draw to say a certain thing. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 3. Hopefully this is an interesting reading for you. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Do you know who it is in the comments below? Again, I think for some of you might be unaware. I don't know. But I don't think so because of the drama factor there with the tower. You have to know something. There had to have been some sort of rattle in the world with this person. Anyway, so I'll see you all in the next reading. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe if you want to. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Hello my friends, if you chose group number 4 here with this rose quartz bracelet, this is up on my Etsy shop, by the way, if any of you want it. It's a lot. I love them. I actually have more than one. I need to list the other one. I have a few of these. But it's one of my favorites. Actually, I kind of want to keep it, but I won't. Anyway, who's missing you? Or not? Damn it, I did the same thing. Who's missing you? Who's noticing you? Holy smokes. Well, I guess maybe there could be missing. I misspoke on 2 groups already. So again, maybe there's missing vibes here. Okay. So we have this particular card. Now, this is a Russian intuitive oracle. So it's called Tebya. You can find it on eBay. I have all the links to the decks down below. But anyway, this card is meant to be read intuitively. And so we have a supportive influence here. So I do feel like this is somebody who cares a lot about you, has a lot of heart for you, has a lot of care. We have a Knight of Cups here as well. So who's noticing you? Well, it could be somebody who fits a Knight of Cups. I think for some of you, this is a romantic person. Somebody you're in a relationship with, someone that you are, you know, doing something with, that sort of thing. Because we have relationship. What are they noticing about you? Well, damn. We have relationship card coming out. And then we have as well the 10 of Pentacles. This is a person who wants to help you achieve dreams. I feel like they want to support you in your endeavors. This could be a spouse, a partner, somebody that you're talking to romantically. They notice you. And I think they notice that you're the person they want to be with. Okay? So I feel like if, you know, you're in a relationship, especially, this could be confirming that there are high goals here. There are long-term goals. There are long-term ideas here. Especially with that 10 of Pentacles, like the desire to create a family, that sort of thing. We have, I call in the intimate power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. And that's so funny, actually. I needn't fear letting go of control. And there's this supportive influence right here. It almost reminds me of the Fool. Taking a risk. It's almost like this person's really supporting you in your endeavors, and it's like they want you to kind of soar. I feel like this is such a sweet pile. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to take a Romance Angels card because I think this is romantic based, like, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, if not, it's a very supportive friendship, but I think it's romantic for most of you. Okay, so group number 4. Notice. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this person could want some sort of optimism to come to the relationship. They might be trying to sort of, okay, if you've been worried lately in your partnership or relationship or something like that, they could be wanting to support you in that. They might want you to keep an open mind and stay optimistic in life in general. They might want to, like, I feel like this person wants to kind of be strong and supportive towards you. Because even Gaston is like flexing. So it's like they want you to see them as strong and capable. And I think they see you probably as very strong and capable yourself, actually. With this, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, it could mean that you guys come from different backgrounds, or you're somehow different than each other, or you balance each other out. Of course, that could be also something there. I don't usually read these bottom notes too much or put too much focus on them unless I feel like it intuitively. But yeah, I really feel like this person is like quite supportive of you at this time. So if you're having any difficulty, I would say that they really are trying to be there for you in some way. Maybe they wish they knew how to be there for you better, but this definitely seems like long-term love vibes to me. I mean, and like I said, even if it's not long-term yet, I think they want it to be. Okay, so what are they noticing about group number 4? Those that chose this group. Keeping up, immense effort, advance. Oh, keep on keeping on. They might notice how you're trying to keep up with something in particular, putting immense effort into something, trying to advance something in your life, and I think there's just this very supportive influence here. Let's see here. What are they noticing? Oops, sorry. I do see leadership skills here. Lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. There could be, again, if you're trying to kind of do something where you're helping other people, as an example, they may be wanting to support you in this. They may see you as a leader, somebody who helps other people, like I said, who puts a lot of effort into connecting with other people, helping other people, and they appreciate that perhaps as well. I'm going to kind of ask a different one than I did with the other groups. What does group number 4's person want them to know? What do they want them to know? What does this person want them to know? 7 of Wands. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Interesting. So, yeah, standing up for yourself and what you want. And this is definitely that supportive influence. Like, go after it. It's interesting. We have Chiron, Venus, Saturn, Mars, Moon, Mercury, and Pluto. So it's like astrology is kind of highlighted here. So this might be about working towards something in that realm, or again, maybe it's battling aspects in your chart, or I don't know, something like that. I just noticed all those astrological symbols. Okay, have confidence perhaps in what you're doing. It's like they want you to feel confident, like Gaston, he's super confident. Oh, I think that's what they would want you to know. And choose battles wisely. Don't fight in the wrong battle, as an example. Don't battle against yourself, as an example, or don't battle against people that don't need it from you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's like they're trying, maybe sometimes they're trying to get through to you to support, and you kind of put your dukes up and you're like, I'm fine on my own. There could be an independent part to you that kind of leads and takes things on your own shoulders. So that could be definitely a message as well. I think this is a great pile. I feel like, again, yeah, this person notices your hard work and effort. They notice how much you need support. They're trying to offer it in the best way possible, I think, or they want to. Again, I could see this person has having very innocent intentions, to be honest. Let's see. I wasn't asking anything, but let's see. How do they see group number 4? How does this person see group number 4? Well, holy smokes. I'm taking that one. Okay, Freya, boldness. Oh ho ho. So we have Freya, the goddess of, well, it says boldness there, but it's a playful goddess of love and ruler over war and death. Freya appears before you go sorry, Freya appears before you to encourage you to boldly go forth. Now is not the time to play small. Step into your power, embrace your desires, and take swift action to manifest them fully in your life. Freya's got your back. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, this is a person who wants you to, like, get stuff done, be a leader, lead the way, like, kind of go boldly towards something. This could be about them hoping you to kind of achieve things, and fight for what you want, and the life that you want, the lifestyle that you want. There's so much support here. This is a person who's just noticing your efforts, and they're encouraging it, and they want to be there for you, essentially. That's really what this boils down to, honestly. I could sit here and read and read and read, and I'm just going to keep getting that kind of message over and over. Yeah. Wow. They see how much you're, and they feel like you're worthy of, that you're going to advance with hard work and effort. Like, this person truly, truly believes in you, is what I want to say. They believe you're capable of anything. And again, maybe for a few of you, this could be a friend, you know, if you don't resonate with it. But I think for a lot of you, this is a loving relationship of some kind. It could be romantic, like I said, but definitely a close relationship. And it's so interesting, like, how much that lined up here. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. And it's like, trust, everything's going to be fine. This person wants you to trust that everything will work out, that they've got your back, is what I really, really see here. I'm going to go ahead and get one final message from the Divine Doors. And anything more for group number 4 in regards to this person who's noticing them? Any other message here? The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Whoa. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Don't be invisible. You're not invisible to this person, by the way. You're not at all. You stand out. You shine to them. So if you've been feeling invisible in some way, well, this person doesn't think so. Okay? And we have morning memory. Its healing gifts runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. Morning memory. Interesting. So you might have an interesting memory in regards to a morning with this person. Maybe you guys will make a new memory in the coming days for some of you. That could be also. And there's also that morning dawn, which represents new beginnings and possibilities. And I feel like this is a person who just really believes in you, and they don't want you to be invisible, or they don't want you to feel invisible. That's something that's really popping through strong, huh? I'm glad I grabbed this deck, because I was like, I think I need this one. And, you know, if you have personal readings to me, you know I kind of go with what my gut's saying. I'll switch it up even in the middle if you have to get up and get the deck. I'm like, no, I need that one. And so, you know, generally it serves me well. So I think that's a special message that's important for you guys to know. Anyway, I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Sending you so much love, guys. Like and subscribe if you want to. Sending you all the good vibes. See you next time. Bye-bye.